Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Grab a cold one, crank up the volume, and join the show. Welcome to NBNR Live. And here we go.
It's no block, no rock. Go big red indeed. No block, no rock. Episode 258. Coming at you from the Sinovation studio in Omaha, Nebraska. Before we get talking about Husker football, we want to make an exciting announcement. It's exciting for us in particular. We have partnered with Heavy Brewing out of Gretna, Nebraska. And fellas, we want to keep this as trying to promote Heavy Brewing. And you got Mike over here with this freaking sound on. It's okay. We're going to try to keep this as, as sound as possible. So I just want to talk about what I'm drinking right now. And it's called the Pump Killin' It out of Heavy Brewing. You guys, this beer, when it comes to pumpkin beer, sometimes you can get too nutmeggy or too cinnamony. This beer, seriously, it's one thing to talk about how great it tastes, but the aftertaste is actually honestly really, really good.
It tastes like pumpkin pie. The aftertaste is fantastic. We had the opportunity to go in and stop at their tap room on the way back from Lincoln after we watched Nebraska win this Saturday. And you immediately were like, this is a great pumpkin beer. And I had to, of course, try it. And so I'm really glad they put them in these crowlers. So that's the new part of this partnership with Heavy Brewing is we're going to be drinking out of co-branded cups. We don't have those yet, but and then they're going to be in these big 32-ounce crowlers. So every week we're going to be trying different things. Mm-hmm. So you're still getting that same MBNR brand, which is kind of the big thing for us. Is once we got that unfortunate news, we decided, well, I think that as a podcast, we have a brand, and I think we have a responsibility to continue that brand.
Yeah, we have a responsibility of drinking beer and talking Nebraska football.
I agree.
Kyle, it is a heavy burden, Kyle.
It is. Oh, it is. And
that's a good one. Heavy burden.
Yeah, I think we do a pretty good job of wearing local craft beer on our sleeves when we do this show. And so what a better fit than Heavy Brewing in Gretna, Nebraska. Awesome owners, awesome place. Really excited for the partnership. Connor, let's talk about the other beer that we have. So we got the pump killing it, and then you want to talk about what you're drinking.
Yeah, so I'm drinking Gretna AF, and when I came in today, I looked at the crowlers in there, and I saw this one. It's an amber Kolsch, and I was immediately intrigued by this thing. First sip, I was incredibly impressed. It is a very, very solid beer. It's still got God, I'm going to get a little bit too technical, I feel like. It's got some graininess like it should with that amber, but it still has a great Kolsch finish. This is a beer I think I could drink. It won't replace Pilsner in my heart, but it is a beer. I could drink this beer every episode. This is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Kyle Byers, what do you got over there?
I think I took the other half of the Gretna AF that you've got. And the best part about it coming in 32-ounce crowlers is that there's just more of it. I don't have to get it just, hey, pass me that. I'm going to pour a little bit into my soon to be here co-branded cup, and we'll just sit here and just pound 32 ounces all episode.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's look, we'll be honest, it's a little bittersweet.
No, I
considering the arrangement that we used to have with Nebraska Brewing.
I don't think it's bittersweet. When we got to go to Heavy, what was that, last week?
Yeah.
And we got to meet the team and talk about all this stuff. The owners there, the staff there, everyone is great. They still stand they want to help their community. They make great beer, and they also make phenomenal pizza.
Yes.
They do so many good things.
Yeah.
This is great for us.
Yes.
And hopefully it can be great for them too. I love these people.
Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, I don't know what we got to think of some new segments that we can intertwine with the heavy brewing thing. This is obviously the first time, but we wanted to have the awesome announcement of saying the partnership with MBNR and now Heavy Brewing is official, and we will be drinking their beers on every episode. So, cheers.
Is this the first heavy brewing cheers of the week?
It is
Yeah,
the first
so.
cheers of the week.
The Heavy Brewing cheers of the week.
To a long and fruitful partnership. All right. Taking one more.
It's good stuff, though.
Mm-hmm.
It
Oh,
really
yeah.
is.
Real quick, BA drops $1.99. Says, "Hey, can we say GBR this week?" We sure can. GBR.
Yeah.
Wait.
GBR?
Wait, we say it every week,
He said,
Even after a
as
loss.
always.
regardless. Yeah. It don't matter what the game results are, right? It's GBR for life. GBR till I die.
Yeah. It's
And
kind
we
of,
die.
It's kind of a cult, right? Like you
We
don't
die.
get to stop saying it no matter how bad it gets. I mean,
Big Red until I'm dead.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, look, got to think of a good sign off for the heavy brewing thing. But 28-21, we talked a lot about this game yesterday on counseling. So we'll see what other, talking points we can dig up here. But, yesterday I kind of made it a point to talk about overcoming the horse shit, whether it was self-inflicted or referee based or whatever. But so ugly that it was beautiful. And like when we went through our scoring predictions, I said 21-20 Nebraska, something so ugly that it's beautiful. And like we got something that was in that vein. It's pretty ugly.
It wasn't 10 safeties.
It was not. Yes, TJ Lateef did not get sacked in the end zone for a safety, per my prediction. I'm glad that didn't happen. But no, all right. So I went to the game with Mike, and they do the Will Compton video, the hype video, getting hype with Will Compton. And just one thing that he said, it was just kind of annoying. And I think even he would say so as well. He said, "I'm sick of people saying this is just Northwestern." And so, that kind of sticks in my craw because, who is Nebraska as of late? So I talked to some people today at work, and they are still, it's just Northwestern. And they're not that thrilled about the outcome of the game. So I'm going to throw it to you guys. You go to work, okay? And one of your coworkers says, "Ugh, they still look bad and it's just Northwestern." What do you say to that person or people?
I tell them that you always play the team that's on your schedule. And Northwestern's a team that, as of late, has earned more respect than historically they've, demanded. This is not some high school patty cake team. Like they came out and they played a great game. Nebraska made a decent amount of mistakes. I'm not going to get in, the officiating argument's dumb. Like that went both ways. Maybe a little slanted, but this is not it's not just Northwestern, just like it's not just Minnesota and it's not just whoever. Right. You still have to go out there and win the game. They did that, and it was ugly, but they won. I also was going to mention, you brought up your very close scoring prediction. I want to go back and look at this season for our room of scoring predictions, because when I saw it after the game, this had to have been the closest that we've been collectively as a room for a scoring prediction.
Right.
All of us were only off by 4 or 5 points either way. We were very on brand here.
Well, and you said just Northwestern. That's the reason our scoring predictions were the way they were, is because we always play just Northwestern close every time we play them, except for the one-off with former head coach Scott Bleep. It's going to be a hard-nosed game, and their strengths were our weaknesses. And the fact that Nebraska came out on top without having a single tackle for loss in the entire game,
Right.
Which is absurd.
Insane. It's insane. I mean, they never not got a yard. And it honestly,
that way.
even sitting in the stadium though, it didn't really feel like that, because Nebraska just felt like they were in control until they weren't, and then they won.
Right.
So it's kind of weird.
Yeah, they were up 21-6. And you talk about Northwestern just being Northwestern and how one of the main arguments I hear about that is like the investment that Nebraska makes emotionally and NIL wise, like teams of Northwestern's caliber should not be in our neighborhood.
Well,
right?
Look at Minnesota.
And I mean, it's
the same thing.
I don't have an argument. The only argument I have is that Nebraska just isn't that good. Like, they're just not up there. Like I said yesterday, if we were Ohio State fans, fine, be mad, but we're just not Ohio State. And there's one of them. So, like, it's okay.
As a fan, do you think it's unreasonable to you should walk into every week thinking whoever we're playing, like, that's Ohio State. Like, you got to assume everybody stands up against Nebraska. They seem to do it week in and week out. As a fan, you need to understand that. Every week, walk in and expect that team's best performance they can possibly give you, and just temper expectations. This team, outside of weeks 2 and 3, cannot expect any blowout wins like that. That's just not who we are.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to ask, like, outside of Akron and Houston Christian, has there been a game this year where you were comfortable at any point?
No.
I mean, like Indiana beating UCLA like 56-3 or whatever it was.
It was a beatdown.
Or like Iowa beating Minnesota. Yeah. At no point in time have I felt comfortable in any game outside of Akron or Houston Christian.
Like, even with a 21-6 lead, it's still just kind of, it's Northwestern, right? They're sneaky. They're going to find a way to make this interesting, right? Just given the history and Nebraska's penchant for giving up chunk run plays. Overall, they've been really good about limiting like big plays, especially through the air. But considering what Northwestern's strength was, which was running the ball, and I felt like I said yesterday, I felt like their OC kind of got out of what they do well. And it was kind of a favor. And Northwestern's running back 7.7 yards per carry.
Yeah.
Like, I just felt like they didn't incorporate him enough. And I'm like, thank you, Northwestern OC. I appreciate this.
Yeah, open the game with a pass. Like, we were like, wait, what?
Who does that?
It's the Dana.
It was the Dana thing last week. It's like overthinking it. It's like, hey, this team sucks at stopping the run. So they're going to load the box and they're going to stop the run this week. So we have to pass it. Yeah, that's what they did. But then they ran the ball really well against Nebraska. So
right, and Northwestern's supposed to be smart. They're supposed to have the smart players and the smart staff, right? They're supposed to be the Ivy League of the Big Ten, and yet their OC comes out with the pass play right away. It's like, oh, you guys overthink things too, and sometimes you forget how to coach as well in spurts. So,
KB, were you about to say something?
I mean, I was just like to add to kind of what you were talking about with people just saying, oh, it's just Northwestern.
Right.
I mean, I think like the expectation versus reality is it's like a 90-degree flip from what people think Nebraska, like the expectation is Nebraska should be, and this is crazy to say, the Indiana, it should be the Ohio State because we're a blue blood program. Right. And then the reality is the last 10 years, it's come down to one score. Like, it's come down to single digits in all of these Northwestern games. And so everybody's like, expectation, oh, Northwestern, they're playing in a stadium with 20,000 seats. Oh, Northwestern, they don't invest as much. And it's the same thing like Michigan State. It's the same thing with these schools where you're like, yeah, this blue blood program should be so much better. And the reality is it's just not the case. Yeah. And Matt Rule has talked about this, like the parity in college football right now. You've got Vanderbilt that's ranked like 7th in the country right now. Mm-hmm. And like teams are just across the board just getting better and better and better. So yeah, it's just interesting. So real quick, we've got a BA, another super chat, $4.99.
We love you, BA.
Shout out.
King.
He says, Mike Eckler saved our season. The reason we are bowling. Do you think it is awkward for Foley with how much we love Eck? LOL, he is still here.
Hey, we loved Foley.
Who?
Before the games started.
Yeah. And high school coaches loved him, right? Because he went to all the small towns.
Yeah, all the restaurant managers loved him.
Because
love Ed Foley.
Foley got moved over to tight ends, correct?
No,
Satterfield.
Sorry, Satterfield did.
He's like
high
school relations or something now.
Yeah.
I don't know.
food guy.
I don't know. Yeah, I think if you're Foley and you're out getting shit on every week during the last season, and you watch Mike Eckler walk in here and just immediately being treated like a god, yeah, it's got to be kind of weird, right?
Okay, Ed Foley, but why? Why do we treat him like a god?
Because he proved it.
Like, it's nothing personal.
Yeah.
Ed Foley, if you would have, and look, this is all a scenario that's not even happening anyway, right? But Ed Foley, if you would have produced the same results, we would be kissing your feet as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Kissing Ed Foley's feet. Imagine that.
We went from like last special teams. I believe as of today, Nebraska is ranked 9th in special teams.
Depending who you look
and
at.
we have allowed 2 punt returns for 1 yard this year. Total.
Yeah. And so if we look at, I think we talked about this on counseling yesterday. I think Eckler has made a difference of like 3 wins or 3 losses just with special teams play.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's a pretty big deal. Like being, 6-2 or 3-5 is a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, Eckler absolutely deserves his credit and Foley didn't. Sorry.
I would like to think Ed Foley has enough self-awareness to be like, oh, we were god awful when I was doing it. And all of a sudden, in like 8 months, it's just completely flipped, completely 180. Right. So if you're Ed Foley and, I still think he knows ball. I think he's still a smart football guy. Right. He knows that Eckler is the Signetti of special teams.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what we said yesterday.
Yeah.
And BA says he is the high school relations guy now.
There it is.
Which makes sense.
Good job for him.
But yeah, real quick, I just want to clear something up here. Tiger Shark Diver, we are an independent podcast.
Yeah.
And he says, nice paycheck for Ed Foley. So yeah, same thing with Marcus Satterfield. Like he's chilling. He's getting paid real good.
Sure.
Real good. And Ed Foley still got a job on the program. I'm sure he's getting paid pretty good. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder
do
how
you
much.
think that we weren't an independent podcast?
Yeah. We'll talk about it later.
Yeah. Hey, look,
we are for sale.
Hey, we are. Hey,
It's a big check though. It's a big check.
yeah, it feels good to be independent, but yeah, if you want to come to the table, come on in, I guess. But
bro, we have a Quick Trip pizza here.
yeah, we are looking for a food sponsor that wants to provide us food every week. But
Where are those?
All right, so
Hold on. Where are those cupcakes? Are those great value cupcakes? Where are those from?
I don't know.
Come on,
I don't know.
bro.
Okay.
I know this is a nice production, and a lot of it's due to old KB over here and his technological powers.
My big brain.
Big brain. Galaxy brain.
Huge,
Galaxy.
huge, beautiful, big, beautiful brains. People are telling me.
But yes, to make it very clear, we are independent as fuck. Go.
So outside of special teams, and again, I know we covered this on counseling yesterday. I don't know if all the people that are in here, I think Kyle said there's like 9,000 in the chat right now.
Yeah.
Right around there. Where did you guys see the biggest strength outside of special teams yesterday? Saturday. Yeah, my brain's broken.
I mean, it's obviously Emmett. I mean, Emmett was an interior offensive line, played really well. And Matt Rule said today in his press conference, he said that game was the best blocking he's had by any wide receiver group in his coaching career. So I guess if you want to say no block, no rock to those guys, they put it on there.
Yeah, they put it on tape.
Yeah.
So you talk about the O-line, and I meant to make this comment yesterday, and I wasn't able to, but we talked about Rocco Spindler.
Mm-hmm.
And the one thing I love from offensive linemen is not hearing their name. Because if I hear your name, you've either done something absurd or you played like shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like Rocco Spindler's name has not been in my brain just because he's been consistently good. Like he has played well. And that's what we need. I don't need Sports Center plays. I need you to do your job every time. And Rocco Spindler's kind of been that guy.
The only time that we have heard Rocco Spindler's name is, oh man, the dude almost had his finger amputated.
Yeah, it was laying on the field.
Yeah.
And his finger is bending a way in which it's not supposed to.
Poor Cam Scatterbo.
Oh
man.
yeah, that was tough.
Getting into that.
That was nasty.
Yeah, it was not good.
Listen,
when you have like 3 players, even on the opposing team, like just take a glance and they turn away.
Yeah.
And they do this. Surrender Cobra. It's not good.
That play style was.
I would imagine Rocco's finger probably looked like that, but just a finger, not a whole foot.
Yeah.
And he had a glove covering it, so I think that helped a little bit too.
And so another thing,
the bone's sticking out. Apparently, the bone is just hello.
Another thing I want to shout out, because it took surgery to fix that finger, if I remember correctly.
Yes.
Yeah. How long did the guy miss? Like 6 days?
No,
Not
nothing.
even?
He missed nothing. He went back to practice the next day.
Oh my Lord.
Yes, nothing.
You want to talk about mental and physical toughness? Rocco Spindler.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I was just going to say we've got another super chat from Scott for $5. We appreciate
you, Scott.
So I went on a rant yesterday on this topic during our Cornhusker counseling session. He says, why in the red zone does it seem like even with the improved special teams, Dana and Matt refuse to take the points? Are the kickers still not up to snuff? And what I will tell you is we came to the conclusion, and this is something that Matt Rule has talked about himself, is that they look at national analytics to determine whether we should go, whether the probability is higher, whether you should go or you should kick the field goal. And these national analytics are telling them we should go. And what we had decided for the team, because they're watching, Kyle. Matt Rule is watching our podcast, is that, hey, just take the points, because the national analytics might say one thing, but your team analytics say something completely different.
Yeah.
And with Kyle Kananen only missing 2 field goals on the year, those analytics are telling you, hey, we're probably going to get points if he runs out there and kicks the ball. So, we went on this big rant, and I got real heated.
It was yesterday. A great rant, though.
I haven't seen you that angry in a while.
Well, KB, here's the thing, right? KB, Kyle Byers over here, he goes on these rants every week about taking the points, right? Take the points.
That was like the rant of the rant, though.
Like this has become Kyle's 2025 hang up.
Yep.
Right? This is your thing. Like mine is usually turnover margin, right? Haven't had to worry about that this year. But KB's hang up
every week.
Take the points, right? Now here's the thing. He goes on these rants. And the reason why we keep going forward on 4th and 1 and failing, Kyle, is because Matt Rule does not watch us, because Matt Rule has us blocked.
Does he still have us blocked, actually?
Yeah, he didn't go out of his way to unblock us.
That's fair.
So, yes, we are still blocked.
If he was watching us, he would see Kyle trying to talk some fucking sense into him and take the points. Now, we've gotten away with it. Other than Michigan, we have gotten away with it. So he's looking at the national analytics when he should be looking at his own teams, because if he was looking at his own teams, what's our percent?
Low.
It's not good.
So whatever it is, it's single digits at the highest.
So bad.
I want to pitch something to the university. Last year, there was a series called Chasing 3. That was a big deal, right? And Kyle, I know you have worked with certain brands and universities. I don't know that I can talk about any of that, but I want Kyle Byers to produce a series for the University of Nebraska this year that's just called Take the Fucking Points. That's all it has to be called. And it's just Kyle yelling into the camera for 10 minutes straight, take the fucking points.
In the arms of an angel.
Yeah, it's just
Kyle
playing in the background.
Just crying.
For just 1 field goal. You could save Kyle Byers 2 years on his life. Just take the points.
Is that going to be our Sora AI video? Is KB as an angel? And it's just a slow motion video of Dylan diving in a 300-pound lineman and fumbling.
If you donate $18.90 to 1890, you could one day help Kyle.
I mean, seriously though, it's every week. Yeah. It's every week. You can point at one point in every game this year and say, take the points. Take the goddamn point. Listen, Nebraska, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah.
4th down percentage is 40%. So you're 6 for 15 on the year.
It's not even a coin toss.
Right.
The odds tell you you're not getting it.
Right.
Yeah. Like I said, you have the graphic that says most teams, it's green, go for it, right? Ours needs to say, abort. Right? Kunanen time. Kevin Gallick time.
Well,
I like your snaps, Kevin Gallick. Let's give Kevin Gallick a shout out.
What I find the most odd about it is the fact that, I don't know, I'm not going to call it most of them, but several of these opportunities where we've gone for it, are like chip shots, and you can just put the points up and walk away.
Yeah.
Like that's like, it's not most of them, but it's a decent amount.
Sure.
And points matter. I'm a gambler. Points matter. Like, just score.
Yeah, I mean, you can turn on any football game in the country, whether it be NFL or college, like specifically before the half. Look, man, you made it into field goal range with 30 seconds left. Like, you didn't get it on third down. Let's just take the points, move into half. You get the ball after the half. Like, just take the points and then come back out, score again. Now you're up 2 scores. Like, when it came time, we were tied. We could have been up 31-21. And all of a sudden, that whole picture looks way different. And instead, you get the tie ball game, and it just looks ugly. It just looks terrifying, right? So, yeah, I'm just sick and tired of every single week yelling at my TV and being like, "Hey, take the points, take the points, take the points," and then they run out there, they fail, and all of a sudden it's a new ball game. Everybody complains about the refs, them giving them like the first down, and it's like, well, like, dude, we're not helping ourselves either.
Yeah, the stupidity doesn't start with that call.
Right.
And so I want to ask you guys, and maybe I'm reading too much into this, but like when you're getting like going into a halftime and you come into one of those situations, if you go for it and don't get it, or if you take the field goal and get the points, do you think that is like a mental thing going into that locker room for halftime, going in there like, oh, we got the points, or shit, like we made a really dumb call, we didn't execute, and now they've pulled points off? Like, I think that can be a mental thing.
Well, here's the thing, right? They failed on the 4th and 1, didn't get the points. What happened straight out the gate after halftime? What happened?
They housed the kick.
Yeah, they housed it, right?
Okay, that's
And
not
so-
a standard though.
I know. I'm just saying, like,
Maybe the special
it's-
teams was pissed
maybe
that they didn't get the opportunity to go get points. So
Roman-
they went and got their own points.
Roman Mangini was pissed. And other guys on that team, on the special teams unit, were throwing blocks because they were so pissed at Matt Rule and Dana Holgerson for getting all big-brained, right, instead of just taking the points. Now, my question to you guys is like, we're talking about the interior O-line a little bit.
Yeah.
And you have solid guys there. And I feel like if it's 1st and 10 and you're running behind, Rocco, you might get 6 yards. And a lot of that is Emmett doing the work, mind you. It's a lot of him shucking and jiving guys, right? But when it comes to 4th and 1, they just can't get any push.
Yeah, I don't get
They
that.
can't
part.
get 1 yard. They can get like 6 or 7, but they can't get the push for 1.
Well, that's because there's no question about what's happening. Like you saw this past weekend, you've got Heinrich Harbig
He is pretty big.
under center, and it's like, where do you think that ball is going?
Yeah.
And then they hand it to Emmett, and he tries to run it up the gut and gets stuffed.
Right.
Almost. I think they gave it to him.
They did.
But I don't think Heinrich, especially,
Yeah.
he did not
Heinrich.
get that first.
Yes.
But it's just one of those things where it's like, hey man, 4th and 1, like if you can take the points, the defense knows what you're doing. They know what you're doing. They're just going to blitz the middle, and every time they do, you seem to call a run right up the middle, and you just run into the masses. It's just, I don't know. I'm sick and tired of every week just turning on the TV, watching the game, and at some point yelling, "Take the points!" And they never do.
They didn't run up the middle. That one time they scrambled Dylan out to throw to nobody, then to run and then fumble.
Yeah, and that's something that like you hear from people on Twitter, and it's like, well, they did get it. It was just a fumble. It's like, yeah, well, guess what? You still ended up with 0 points. You could have had 3, but you still ended up with 0.
Well, and I hate that argument even more when it's framed like that. We're like, well, they would have got it. Yeah,
they
but we
wouldn't have.
didn't, and we coughed the ball up.
Right.
Like that's worse.
Well, yes, he got it, right? He got it. But
He fumbled.
you're putting him in that position. You're putting him in a position he should not be in, which is, again, diving into the middle of 300-pound linemen and hoping that he holds on to the ball. Sorry, Dylan's not really like known for doing that. So maybe don't put him in that position to begin with.
Yeah.
Take the points.
Yeah. So
TTFP. Take the fucking points.
okay, I put in our title just to kind of transition us out of the take the points talk.
Yeah.
I put in here Nebraska nice, based off of Matt Rule's comments today at his presser, and he talked about like, hey, I know we're like Nebraska nice. He said, but I really want this to be like a home field crowd. I want this to be like a ruckus.
And you use the example of us saying, refs, you suck. This past week was kind of his example because his daughters were like, did you not hear? Did you hear the crowd? Yeah, that's us being not nice, I guess. We said that the refs, you suck. That's us being not nice. I mean, I've heard other places say other words about the refs, but that was us. I actually have never heard Memorial Stadium do that.
Yeah. Is it crazy?
It was pretty cool, actually.
Is it crazy for me to say that fans can still be Nebraska nice to the other fans while still having Memorial Stadium be a hostile environment?
Yeah.
Like you can do both.
Yeah.
But
We've talked about that.
Yeah, you can do both. You can be nice to people that visit, but that team on the other sideline should fear Memorial Stadium. And the crowd is a large part of that team also. The bigger factor, but the fans are a massive aspect of it.
You know what sucks, though? In that game against Northwestern, every time the stadium got loud is when they made their plays. And so to me, it's almost like it was, and maybe that's just Northwestern's identity. They went into Penn State and they beat Penn State, and maybe they embrace when it gets louder. But it just seems like when Memorial Stadium is finally rocking, that's when our defense doesn't come up clutch. That's when like we need to make one stop and we don't do it. So I don't know what we can do from a fan base when we're in the Memorial Stadium, but I will say every time on Saturday that it got loud, and it got loud quite a bit.
It did.
But whenever it got loud, that's when they would go get those third downs or whatever they needed.
Yeah. Yeah. I think on the conversation of like, you can still be like a hostile environment towards the game and also be like Nebraska nice to the people next to you. Like I think back to our trip to Minnesota, and I had this guy maybe like in his 50s, and he was sitting right next to me. He's cheering for Minnesota. He's cheering against Nebraska. You know, we're doing the opposite of that. But like every once in a while, there'd be a timeout called, and then he and I would just talk ball. He'd be asking me about Dylan Raiola. Oh yeah, what do you guys think? What's going on here? How you guys liking him so far? Like we're just talking ball. Like that's Nebraska nice. When people come to Lincoln, they talk about, oh, the tailgating scene is awesome and everybody's so welcoming and friendly and stuff. That doesn't mean you can't scream at the team. You know?
Yeah.
I want to be as nice as possible to the person that traveled and paid their way to come here and like talk ball. I want to know about USC and I want to know about Minnesota or, you know, whoever else. And it's fun that way, but I also think Nebraska can just, if you think about the Colorado game, I think you can just pile it on.
Yeah.
Well, I think certainly it really does depend on who we play. Versus Colorado, we turn it on. Versus Miami in 2014, we turned it on.
Yeah.
We're tipping buses over at tailgates.
For no reason. I was there. That was crazy, though.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
that one was wild.
The Res was wild. RIP the Res.
Yeah, that got shut down because of that tailgate.
game.
Yeah,
I went to the last tailgate at the Res.
it was great.
I just really think it depends on the opponent. And so when I get to thinking about USC, and if any Husker fans are watching our podcast right now, as they should, just so you know, Nebraska has never outright beaten USC in their history.
Wow.
Ever. So in 1970, we won the Natty, but we tied USC that year. And we've never outright beaten USC. And quite frankly, I'm sick of it. So I'm going to bring the freaking juice. Okay. I'm wearing my black. Who's not going to wear black here?
I can tell
I'm
you,
wearing
everybody
black.
that has blue hair will not wear black.
Dorks, dude. Wear black. I actually thought about this earlier today. Thinking forward to this week, to this Saturday, about we've had some people, and I think BA, I love you, but I think BA is one of the guys that said, I wear red to games. When the university explicitly asks you to wear black, do it. I mean, that's a show of support for your team. Well, I don't own any or black Husker gear.
Figure it out.
Wear anything black.
Yeah.
I don't care.
It doesn't have to be Husker.
It doesn't have to be Husker, but do it. I mean, it's part of what is one of the greatest traditions in college sports. For me, one of is the Penn State whiteout game. That's an intimidating environment because you see, I don't know how many fit in Beaver Stadium, but you see all of these people united behind that team. That's what this fan base needs to do. And to your point about USC, we've never beaten them outright. I don't know which account it is, but there's this USC account out there that talks about Nebraska a lot. And I think there really is a lot of mutual respect between the fan bases. And I will respect every USC fan that I see in that stadium on Saturday, but fuck USC.
Dude, I have memories of 2007.
Yeah.
Okay. Game day came. You know, I go to the game with my brother, and I think the very first play they returned a kickoff. Sorry,
They broke his leg, didn't they? Or whatever. Remember we like broke the one guy's leg, and then after that it was just over.
Well, maybe. Shit. This is 18 years ago.
Yeah.
And this is like, I have not rewatched the game. I just remember we kick off the USC and old boy returns it to like the 3-yard line right away. And it's like, yep, because game day's here. So of course it's going to start like this, right? And so I remember 2007, there was so much hype. Okay. Like Bill Callahan, is this the year? Blah, blah, blah. Such a letdown. And so, yeah, I have those memories of USC. A lot of people don't. We've never beaten them. That sticks in my craw, you know?
That's crazy.
So
never beat them.
So we've been breaking some streaks lately, right? We beat the bull streak last year. Let's beat a ranked USC. Let's beat that fucking streak, please. And let's beat USC for the first time ever.
You know, I wrote my first article on sports, Nebraska on Sports Illustrated.
Yeah.
And in there, I had talked about, you know, like, unless the conditions are absolutely perfect, we have seen over the last 10 years, Nebraska just doesn't show up.
Right.
They just don't. If Nebraska is ranked and have too much attention, they drop the ball. You lose those ranked games when Nebraska's ranked. If you're playing a ranked team, it's just too much. They just, they shit the bed. If it's a short week, they lose. Most away games recently have been a loss. Like, unless the conditions are absolutely perfect, you lose. So my concern is you've got ranked USC coming in, and there's a lot of attention. There's a lot of hype building up around this thing, right? A night game, a blackout. And for the record, one of my favorite things, and one thing I want to experience in my life, is a Penn State whiteout. I'm not a Penn State fan.
No.
But I am a college football fan, and that is one of the coolest things you'll ever see. So for the people that are like, we wear red to Memorial, one game out of the year where we can do something cool, I'm in.
Yeah.
I want it to be a spectacle. I want all of the stuff that they put up on the banners and on the screens. I want it all to be a blackout. I want it to just look cool. I love the whiteout for Penn State. I don't know why everybody gets up in arms when people try organizing like a blackout and it's not tradition. Dude, I love the black shirt uniforms because it's just black is cool. Like, black is just a cool look. And if you could turn Memorial Stadium completely black for a night and have everybody at a night game freaking out in black shirts, come on. Like, how can you not love that idea?
I brought it up before, Kyle. What did we do in high school? I'm about to start bagging some grannies.
Yeah.
You come into that stadium, you ain't wearing black. I'm putting a black trash bag on you. I got Troy Dannon. He's going to be sitting there next to me. Next. Start bagging these bitches. I'm just telling you, if you don't wear black, you're getting a black trash bag thrown on your head.
Jared, you mentioned that this year has been a year of breaking streaks. Yeah. Mike, I need you to pick up that crowler and just point it at the camera right over here. I think this is a good segment for Heavy Brewing that we can do. Heavy Brewing's mascot, or their logo, is a monkey.
Yes.
And it is the Heavy Brewing, get the monkey off your back.
Yeah.
This is a way you can do it. Go in and beat a ranked team. Get that monkey off your back.
Yeah. You know, like, Kyle, let's have some fun.
Yeah.
Instead of just BA. Love you, BA. Thank you for the super chats, by the way.
Hey, speaking of, he said with $1.99, F you, Connor. I am all about the blackout.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought we had discussions earlier, previously, about him being like, you wear red to games. Maybe BA I misspoke, and if I did, I apologize.
So that
sort of.
So
I watched BA wear it was like pajama pants and like a flannel or whatever it was last time when he came to our show. And he's coming to our show this Saturday too. So we got to talk about that a little bit.
Shout
too.
out.
But yeah, I mean, BA wears red. He's not a dummy.
Well, so I also really like, this is a good brand. Like, if we continue with the blackout as like maybe a yearly thing, the fan base at Memorial Stadium is called the Sea of Red.
Black.
Why not call it the Black Sea once a year? The Black Sea is a real thing. Like, you can do that. That's good branding.
Got to say it on pass out.
University of Nebraska,
Black.
you can pay me for that. Trademark.
Okay.
Dude, Connor. Damn it.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. So
what did I do?
there's another $5 in here from Scott. And he says, blackouts never work. The new stadium project hopefully gets more young season ticket holders or a younger crowd. And while I agree with you that in previous years, these themed things never work, because who is it leading the charge in the previous years? It's always the student section.
Yeah.
It's just a couple people on Twitter. Oh, we're doing blackout. We're doing blackout. And the student section is usually always like in black, right?
Yeah.
Not this time. The University of Nebraska and Troy Dandon has been on the radio show talking about a blackout. Their depth chart was released. That's all blackout. Their logo on Twitter, that's blackout. I mean, the university itself is promoting and telling you, you wear black.
There's going to be university promoted trash bags on your grandma if she's not wearing black.
Grandma.
Mike's going to be running around to every section with just a box of heavy-duty 55-gallon bags.
They're going to be
some hefties.
Branded, just like we were talking about branded cups, branded trash bags, and we'll be going from section to section, bagging all the people not wearing black.
Connor Kavalek is so dedicated to this blackout. He told me, and this is breaking news.
I don't know where this is. I think I know where this is going.
He's going to show up in blackface.
I knew that's where it was going. I'm not doing that.
That's how dedicated.
I am not doing that.
An NBNR exclusive breaking news.
I am not the Black Sea. I'm talking about the Black Sea as a sea of fans wearing black. I am not doing blackface.
Just to make it absolutely clear.
My Lord.
Look like Robert Downey over there.
Hey, Tropic Thunder was a great movie.
Okay. We're all wearing black. Don't bitch and complain. Just do it. Have fun.
That's why I wore black today, by the way.
Right. Same conversation with Storm the Field last year when you made a bowl game. Have fun.
Have fun.
We're going to have fun. If guess what? If we beat USC, I bet we get to storm the field again. So how about we win so we can storm the field?
Right. Make the field black. Right?
Black.
Well, they did that with the sidelines. That's a start.
Freaking A.
That's a start.
Yes. Maybe they'll what if they painted the end zones black?
Yeah, I was just thinking.
He said he had a few more surprises. I don't know if you saw the Sports Nightly.
Black and white end zones would actually be kind of tight.
He said that the student section, they're going to be giving out T-shirts to the student section, so all the students get free merch. Lucky. And then he said, and a few more surprises. So Herbie,
Black Herbie.
We are tiptoeing down the line here, boys.
Okay.
Hold on a
Anyways,
second.
let me get into my points about USC though, because I think this is fun.
Yeah.
So I looked at the temperature.
This is fun.
No, this is fun. At kickoff, guys, it's going to be 44 degrees. And these guys from California are going to come in here and play night game. It's going to be 44 degrees. I think that is a pro for Nebraska.
Genuine question. Where did USC play last week?
Bye week.
Oh, they were on a bye week.
They're
So
one of
they-
like 5 teams that get to play us with a bye week.
So they're sticking on, or they were sticking in LA.
Yep.
Okay, I can see temperature
it's-
maybe being a
yeah.
factor. I don't think temperature is really that big of a deal for D1 athletes. Like, they know they can play in whatever, but it is a factor. I like that. If they've
Doesn't
been
hurt.
stuck in LA,
I don't know,
Doesn't
man.
hurt.
It's 44 degrees. You got those pads on. You're hitting people.
Yeah,
You're not going to feel nothing.
by halftime.
44?
It's going to get down into the 30s. I'm just saying.
Yeah, maybe.
If this game can be close at the end of the first half, it's going to get colder, and I think that benefits Nebraska. Half these guys, half their rosters from California. They've never seen snow before. Sierra Wright can attest to that. He's never seen it before. They come here. It's different. It's cold.
It'll play a factor, especially if Nebraska can do on offense what they should do, which is give the ball to Emmett Johnson a lot
and punish you.
Yeah. You know, with Emmett. Hold on. Is that like a, did I miss something there? No. Okay. I got it.
How hard?
We've been saying
Hard.
some things in the past 2 minutes. I just had to make sure.
Hard.
Oh, punish. Punish. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think it's a little overstated. You know, LA's like 90 degrees like this whole week.
Perfect.
You know,
Good.
So I think it's a little overstated. Like people, oh, we're cold weather. Nah.
Okay, let's do this. I don't know if we've done this, and if we have, it's been a while. Let's go around the room and do our 3 keys to the game. Or maybe just one. If you want to have one key, everybody have one key to the game.
3, 6, 9, 12
So
keys.
there will be 4 keys total.
Jesus.
Okay. Keys to the game for Nebraska to upset a ranked USC team in Memorial Stadium at night under the lights. Blackout.
Blackout. Are we just throwing it to Kyle?
Yeah, throw it to Kyle.
We always throw it to somebody else.
Yeah,
We always do.
But this is easier for you because then you get the easy one out of the way.
Yeah. Okay. So my number one thing is you need to punish the quarterback as fast as you can. Early, hard, early. You have to do it. Otherwise, he's
on the
gonna.
ground.
You have to make him feel like he's only got a second back there. If you go into this game and we don't have one sack again, you are gonna have a long night.
We haven't had a sack in how many weeks? It's been a long time.
Mm.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Well, I mean, we had one against Minnesota, but
We don't talk about that game.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was going to be my key, right? And because, listen, Maeva, right? Maeva.
I think it's Maeva.
Maeva.
I think it's Maeva.
Maeva.
He started his first game in college for USC, not in college, but his first game as a starter for USC was last year against Nebraska.
Indeed. And you remember the narrative around that was we probably should have had like 4 picks.
Yes.
Right? Remember that?
Yes.
And I think we got 2.
He could throw. He will throw the other team the ball.
Right.
If he's under pressure.
So that was going to be mine, Kyle.
Are you going to take the easy one then? Go ahead.
Okay,
just take the easy one.
How about this? Kyle, since you took mine, I'm going to take yours. Take the points. How
That's
about
where I was
that?
gonna go to.
So we've got 2 keys so far. We've got pressure Maeva. Take the points when there are opportunities.
Right.
I'm going to say the most obvious one because I thought we wouldn't get to this to me at this point. Give Emmett Johnson the ball. He is your best player.
Yes.
Give your best player the ball.
Mm-hmm.
I was at the 20 minimum carries for him. I think I'm going to double that. Emmett needs to touch the ball almost 40 times for Nebraska to win this game. They have to. He has to touch the ball almost 40 times.
Emmett Johnson, if I am EJ Barthel and Matt Rule, I tell Emmett, I go, you're not practicing all week. You are off your feet.
Ice tub.
You're getting your legs massaged every day, right? No practice for you. I need you fresh. I know what you can do. You're the hardest runner I've ever seen, Emmett. Like every run is obnoxious.
I love it.
The way he runs. He
frustrating.
He maximizes every step, right? He gives it his all every carry. I know this about him. We all know this. The coaching staff knows this. Emmett, I need you fresh. Keep those legs up. 40? 40 is a lot.
That's a lot of touches. But you know what? He said it himself. The offseason, he prepares his body, takes care of his body. He's got the right treatment. He's built for it. And you know what? It's November. It's time. It's just like playoff baseball. Anybody's available. You run a guy into the ground. It's win or die. You know, if we die, we die. You got to give Emmett the ball.
It's
Feed
been a
him the
while.
ball.
It's been a while since we played meaningful November.
Exactly.
games.
Gloves off. Go. Doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
So mine, it's going to start to sound like a blanket answer, but it is pointed, I promise. We need a complete game for the defense. We know USC is going to try and establish the run game early, but what is USC incredible at doing? Throwing the ball.
Yes.
So now, when we started the season out, through week 3, maybe week 4, this Nebraska secondary at the time was ranked like number 1 in the country. They're very, very high. That secondary is going to have to be like pin those ears back. They're going to have to do their job. So I think the secondary is going to be really key in this game.
What time is it? 40.
We got
53.
Yep.
53. Okay, dang, that was fast.
Yeah, this episode's moving, isn't it?
Time flies when you're having fun.
Scoring predictions? Still early.
Yeah, it's still early, but
Okay, well, like I said kind of yesterday, and this kind of goes along with the Emmett Johnson point, is 6:30, night game, blackout, a lot of hype, NBC, Lincoln Riley. Big play offense they are, right? And so don't get caught up in the hoopla of I need to show Dylan off. I need him to throw the ball 40 times. Don't get caught up in that. Right? Like you said, Emmett.
Keep the USC offense off the field. Like I wanted like second that is like, yeah, don't worry about what USC is doing on offense. The goal should be to keep them off the field. I know Matt Rule used to be a big TOP guy, and I don't know if we've seen a lot of that this year, but USC is number 1 in the country in passing offense.
Yeah.
Number 23 in rush offense. This is a very high-powered offense coming in. If I were USC in a cold game in Memorial Stadium, I would probably not want to be that passing offense. I'd probably just want to run the ball against a really bad rush defense. Will Lincoln Riley do that? Can he commit himself to doing that? I don't know.
I think what you're going to see is first couple of drives, they're really going to establish the run. They'll throw it a few times here and there. And as soon as we start to overcommit, because it seems like something we continue to do, they're going to start dropping balls right over the top. Yeah. And that's why like that secondary is going to be incredibly key in this game is you cannot let them do that. Because if you do that, they're going to run away. And we've seen Holgerson get in his head and he's like, oh, well, I got to match that. And like you've said, Mike, just keep feeding Emmett. Run the clock down, keep that offense off the field, and just move. Like you need to worry about yourself.
Shorten the game. That's what you have to do against a team that has more talent than you, and they have an identity on offense, and you do not. I think you found an identity. I don't know if Dana likes that identity, but your identity is Emmett Johnson's your best player.
Limit the amount of chances USC has to make big plays because I believe they are at least in the top 10 of like big plays, right? So limit the amount of those that they can get, right? TOP.
And we're top 10 in big plays allowed. Like we have not allowed a lot of them.
Right.
So
strength against strength.
That helps. The problem is they're also good at running the ball and we suck at stopping
it. Yeah. Both teams 6-2 guys, you know, when they win this game, we're going to be talking about some things.
Dude,
some
if we win
Did
this
you just say
game,
when?
I think I said if we win.
No, I think you said when.
Oh, well, either way. If you get this dub, when you get this dub, the conversations that will be had around here, and not just in the studio, I mean, the state, some conversations we haven't had in a long time.
Be pretty cool.
Kind of exciting.
Not really. Because
I mean, then you look at
the game has to happen. They actually have
to.
to win something they haven't done and do things they haven't done before.
How dare I look forward to the game?
I know. Speaking of the game, before we get in our scoring predictions, not 100% sure yet, but 99% sure we will be doing a live show with Bauer Underground and Aloe Fiber. So if you guys want to check us out, we'll be live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter. And if you're in Lincoln, shoot us a message. We'll drop you the location. You can come hang out with us and talk some shit. But yeah, I think that's going to be a pretty good time. I think it is going to. The worst part about us doing a live show is I think we are 0 for on live shows. But I like to say that we're not the fault. It's not our fault that they lose.
Yeah, it's not, I mean, it's not our fault.
It's not.
And you know what? We start getting the libations in us, and we start feeling the hype of the day, and then we're like, hell yeah. National champion, Michigan, they're going down. Oh yeah, USC, they're going down. Like,
Hey,
it's so dumb.
you want to
But it's
talk
fun.
about the heavy brewing, get the monkey off the back, beat a ranked team, and get us a win on a live show. We can get 2 monkeys off the back in 1 week.
Yeah.
That'd be big.
Okay. I'm going to do the Mike Delaware here. Scoring predictions.
What is the
Mike,
spread?
go.
Hey, what? No. What is the spread?
I think last I saw was USC -7.5, and my phone is reading my microphone right now.
Uh-oh.
But I will have that for you in like 5 seconds. It is currently USC 6.5.
Okay. USC favored by 6.5 on the road at Memorial Stadium.
So here's another way to read this. Again, I always like to tell people, home team is always given 3 points.
Yeah. So
Vegas is saying 9.5.
almost
but
two score game is what they're calling.
pretty much, yeah.
Okay. I think Nebraska covers in this game, but I don't know if they can get it done because I've never seen them do this. And Kyle and I talked before this. I'm going to stick with my predictions that I made at the beginning of the year moving forward. So I think USC wins 38-35.
Oh.
Wow.
That is-
high scoring game.
Yeah.
So I guess on that topic, another thing is actually you're not super far. You are kind of high, but the total on this game, Vegas thinks this is very high scoring, is 59.5 total points. So they think this is going to be a pretty high scoring game here.
Okay.
That's identical to my roommate at work. He said 38-35, Mike.
Good.
So that's a lot of scoring, but I'm kind of with you here. For our preseason predictions, did we all say USC would win? Is that true?
I called Nebraska win. I think I was solo on that.
Okay.
You were solo.
Well, I think back to I changed my I think it was the Michigan pick. And I'm having a little bit of regrets there where I'm like, just go with your gut that you had before. I would like to believe, given what we have seen this team do in the fourth quarter, what we've seen Dylan do in the fourth quarter, very encouraging with the fourth quarter comebacks and clutch plays. We haven't even talked about that today. USC is going to get theirs. Mayava is going to have too much time in the pocket, I fear. Dang, this is tough. I'm going to say USC 31, Nebraska 27.
Okay. He's Nebraska covering as well.
Yeah, for all of those reasons, and like I mentioned, like the conditions have to be perfect, it seems, for Nebraska over the last 10 years. Like they have to be perfect. And with USC being ranked, that's not perfect. That's not good for Nebraska. So yeah, the Kyle Byers a pucker factor. I'm going to say USC 34 to Nebraska 21.
34,
That's where
21.
I'm at. Yep.
All right. So much like you guys, I am also sticking with my preseason prediction.
Okay.
I am sticking with a Husker win. I think this game is going to be much lower scoring than people think. I think, as you mentioned, by halftime, we're going to be down to 30 degrees. This is going to be uncomfortable for everyone on that field. I think things are going to slow down a little bit. Not, I guess, as the clock goes, but I think offenses will slow down. I see this, if Nebraska effectively stretches the game with Emmett Johnson, being Nebraska 28, USC 24.
Okay. See, we're not all negative, right?
No. Like, look, man, I'm sitting here and I'm going, maybe there is something to the USC traveling and they suck when they travel, and I'm thinking, yeah, we got the bowl thing out of the way, right? That's just a nice little check mark. I know we did it last year, but it's still a thing.
They did it early this time.
We did it early. We did it pre-Halloween. We got that out of the way. That's one less thing to worry about or pucker over. And so, yeah, there is a part of me that wants to make the jump over to your side, Connor, really badly.
And so one thing that I'm trying to focus on is USC is a very good opponent. Like that's not something you can take away from them, but it's not like they're a top 10 team. They're 23 right now.
Yeah.
They're 23. I mean, that's still a ranked opponent. And historically over the last however long, we've not done great against that, but this is not some Titan. Like this is very much within reach. In fact, all of your predictions were pretty darn close. So you guys see that as well. You just think we're going to get edged out. I think hopefully we might be able to do the opposite.
Well, let me put it this way. USC has 2 losses, and their 2 losses are to Illinois, who I would not say has more talent than Nebraska, and their other loss was to Notre Dame. So
Notre Dame's pretty solid.
if Nebraska can do what Illinois did and just control the line of scrimmage, take care of the football.
Yeah, therein lies the issue.
Just saying.
Control the line.
They have to be able to run the ball.
That's the thing. Yeah. If they could do that, they would have done it all year, but they haven't.
Yeah.
Real quick, BA with the $1.99 again. He says Nebraska wins by 17 with Black Sea in the building.
Oh, no. BA. Nope.
How did he spell C?
I would assume it's the letter
Connor,
C.
it's a big
yeah.
C.
Oh, I threw the C up when I said it,
Connor.
referencing myself. But
Hey, Connor, what if we could guarantee a Husker victory, but that's the prerequisite is you have to go blackface? Would
I
you
don't-
do it?
Justin Trudeau won prime minister after doing it. So, no, I'm not doing blackface. I'm gonna. I don't need to win that bad.
If God came to you in a vision and said, Connor, if you go blackface, Nebraska will win a national championship, my child,
This year,
this year.
Yeah.
I negotiate with God.
For the sake,
Dude, I'll
for,
pay my whole damn body black. You gonna make me do that? Come on, now.
Somebody better employ me
For the
because I'm
sake
not getting employed after that.
for the sake of our lawyers, I'm not going to allow you to answer that.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing blackface. I want to be incredibly clear.
Black sea.
Lexi. All right.
Excellent.
Like,
Oh no. Just four white guys talking ball here. And being our podcast, we're wrapping this up. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I would assume.
Okay.
before we do
Before we
that,
say something else really stupid.
hold on.
Let's
you
get off
just
here.
keep rambling. You do all the things.
Okay. Well, I just want to give another shout out. Heavy Brewing, Gretna, Nebraska, Pump killing it. Literally, Pump killing it. It's spooky season. Go get yourself a Pump killing it on tap. So, thank you again to Heavy Brewing.
All right. So another big sponsor of ours, we love them so much, is Sinovation Omaha. At Sinovation Omaha, your image is their business. From eye-catching indoor and outdoor signs to clear professional wayfinding solutions, they're going to help you find a way to make your brand stand out where it matters the most. Transform your walls with stunning wraps, turn vehicles into rolling billboards with custom decals, or add privacy or style with vinyl window graphics. When you're going to partner with Sinovation Omaha, you're not just getting signage. You're adding curb appeal and creating a lasting first impression for your customers. Check out Sinovation Omaha. We love those guys. Thank you so much, Sinovation Omaha.
Well, yeah, and then we're at the Sinovation Omaha studios here
Yeah, absolutely.
in Omaha, Nebraska. So shout out our friends at Sinovation Omaha. Otherwise, yeah, I think that's pretty much what we have.
NBNRpodcast.com. We are the same handle everywhere. Google, no block, no rock. We will pop up. Give us a follow. Give us a 5-star review. All that jazz. I am one of your hosts, Jared Hall.
Mike Delaware.
Connor Cavalack.
Kyle Byers.
As always, beat USC. Don't go blackface. And GBR.